It can be one of the most dangerous spots on a highway, especially for first responders. We're talking about the shoulder of the road. In tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, Don Jorgensen is going to show you actual footage from a law enforcement dash cam of just how dangerous it can be, and he talks to first responders about their close calls and what's being done to make drivers more aware of roadside risks.
Take a look at this video and watch closely. A driver in Lincoln County plows into the back of a highway patrol vehicle that had pulled over to the side of the road responding to an injury accident. Take another look. The video was shot on State Highway Patrol Trooper Kellen Neth's dash cam, who had just arrived on the scene to assist.
It's a shock, pretty loud, and car parts flying all over the place.
He says his first response was to make sure everyone was okay. Incredibly, no one was seriously hurt. Trooper Neth had his own close encounter with death when he pulled someone over on I-29 near 12th Street for a routine traffic stop when he too was hit.
I was rear-ended and I didn't see it coming at all. I was on the shoulder of the road with my lights on, standard. Violated vehicle was parked in front of me, and I was struck at 65 miles an hour with a vehicle that was coming southbound.
There was another highway patrol car hit on I-29 near Madison Street. In that case, a driver failed to slow down on slick roads. The trooper was severely hurt and out of work for an extended period of time. A new AAA survey of first responders, including police, fire, and tow truck drivers, sheds an alarming light on the dangerous driving behaviors that have resulted in hundreds of deaths on the roadside. More than 90% of the first responders polled said they have had at least one near miss, and a lot of them say it happens routinely. Last year, 47-year-old tow truck driver Dale Jones of Watertown was trying to help a young man who had slid his car into the ditch along the interstate, but was hit by another car that had lost control. Dozens of tow truck drivers attended his funeral with a long procession of wreckers.
We've all had close calls. Anybody who's been in a wrecker, you constantly keep your head on a swivel.
John Wick, who spoke with me via Zoom, is a tow truck driver himself from Big Stone City, but he's also a state legislator. Wick was the primary sponsor of the Move Over law in South Dakota back in the 2019 legislative session. It increased the penalties for failing to move over to a $270 fine. The bill also allows first responders to use blue lights along with their amber lights.
There is a lot of research that shows blue is more visible, especially in inclement weather, your fog, your snow, that kind of stuff.
The drivers that I have pulled over for failing to move over in Sioux Falls will often tell me that they weren't aware of the law or that they weren't able to move over.
Only a white line separates first responders from a senseless tragedy, and that's why they're making a passionate plea for drivers to learn the law, slow down, and move over.
I picked up a car on I-29 earlier, and I believe it was 48 cars that had to move over while I was working on the side of the road the other day. 48 cars came by, and all 48 moved over and gave me room. And it was just a little bit of a sense of pride while I was out there that maybe we actually can make a difference once in a while out in Pierre.
If you're driving on the interstate or on the road and you see yellow lights in front of you, those lights are there for caution. It's to warn other drivers that there's something going on in front of them that could affect how traffic is flowing.
And hoping to avoid other crashes like this one. With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Don Jorgensen.
It becomes a Class 1 misdemeanor if a driver fails to move over and causes a crash with an emergency vehicle, meaning they could be fined and spend time in jail. To learn more about the law, we provide a link under this story on KELOLAND.com.